Alright, I have been informed by the powers that be that I may or may not be live on the stream. You know, who knows? Who knows? But hi, this is Yono and the Celestial Elephants. It's got elephants in it. And yeah, that's about the upsides. So we are going to get this going in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so this is Yono, the titular elephant of Yono and the Celestial Elephants. A lot of stuff's going to be happening at the beginning, but just to summarize it, Yono is antisocial, so there's a conversation if you move forward there, but if you get stuck in a tree, you can just skip the conversation. There's another conversation over there, but you can just dash across there. You're supposed to do a puzzle, but you can just walk along the edge. And now we're gonna have a conversation with her from like 50 million feet away. There's a puzzle you have to do here, but if you dash along that edge, you just kind of go across the gap. And yeah, that's the tutorial. So as you could maybe possibly tell, Yono does not like doing things the intended way. Yono likes to skip things and do his own thing and have fun. For the people that care about the plot, all 2 people that care about the plot, we are an elephant that's come raining down from the sky that wants to save the world and make everybody happy. And we're going to save the world by skipping everything in the world. So you're supposed to splash water on this bunk right here. Oh, I need that chicken. Chickens are very important. But I don't really feel like doing that. So if you use a chicken to boost up here, you can dash along here and skip going and getting some water. So now we dash off those edges, and you actually fall off the screen. Well, not fall off the screen. You're a little bit off the screen because the camera doesn't really travel with you very well. So you have to kind of navigate while you can't see Yono. So Yono has a hitbox in his butt for some reason. So what I'm trying to do, there we go. Sometimes you can get double hits like that, but I want to like try to get them next to each other so I can hit them both. But unfortunately, the snakes didn't really cooperate. So you're supposed to use that key for over there, but I don't really feel like it. So we just go towards this vase. We can just go down here. And now we have a key with us that we're not supposed to have in this area. So we're just gonna bring it over here, murder people, because Yono is a evil elephant. But we're not actually gonna go through that door we just opened. We want to get the key that's normally in this room. So we're gonna do some puzzling. We're gonna do things intended for a few seconds. Hopefully people are okay with that. We're gonna murder this guy by squishing a box on him. But this room kind of operates on a couple cycles. So this cycle right here is pretty important. It's pretty easy to miss, but we just want to get Yono up here with some water so he can extinguish the fire. And now we have a key again when we're not supposed to have a key. What we're gonna do with that key? I don't know. We'll figure it out. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw the key in this corner. I almost threw it up on the edge, which would mean I have to restart this section. So just grab the key, wiggle our way up here, and we've skipped the entire like minute-long puzzle for this room, and we still have the key. It's great. These hedgehogs get in the way. They're horrible. Excuse me. This run's just too exciting. You can do a skip across those edges, but if you fail it, you lose the key, and you kind of need it. Fun fact. Again, we're gonna use a key in a room we're not supposed to have that key in, but we're gonna come back and grab the key from here. So we can skip doing the final puzzle for Hedgehog Forest, which is kind of long and kind of annoying and kind of slow. So we're just gonna grab this key, and this will be the end of the first area. Hopefully you've enjoyed Yono shenanigans, because it'll only get better. You can do these little like double dashes out of the doors. Usually dashing is just as fast as moving, but for some reason there's a little time from when you exit or when you enter a new room. Where does that? We're gonna do something weird. We're gonna go off into some random room. We're gonna make a save there, and then we're just gonna come back here, which makes no sense, but it's okay. Bear with me. It'll not matter, and then like 10 minutes from now, it'll do something very confusing that'll take like a minute to explain, but it's okay. So you get some health there, but we're already at full health because this is the perfect run. So what we're gonna do is you're supposed to talk to the queen, but if you just kind of dash there, you can skip the guard by going over him. And then we have one more little area. This area usually takes forever because you have to talk to a ton of people and do a lot of jobs for them, but Yono doesn't feel like doing that, so we're gonna actually just skip everything. So we're gonna use our chicken friend again one last time and use it to get around talking to her. And that is Nightingale City. So this is Trollmoss. This is probably the part of the run where I have like the best chance of dying. So that's always fun. But it's got lots of fun broken things as well, so it's worth it. Because health is pretty important in this section, and not really in any other section. So we're gonna use this key to get up here and grab it through the corner, or through the gate, and keep going. Instead of doing puzzles. We used to do it where we would use the key here, and then we would grab another key, like we did in a few of the other rooms at the beginning. But instead, we're actually gonna ignore it, because there's a horrible skip that we're gonna do instead. I have to manage my health a little bit during this section, but pretty much I'm just trying to go this way. You're supposed to push a block to block these hits, but instead if you just dash at the right time, for some reason Yono just becomes invincible, because Yono's strong. And yeah, so this is a skip. I'm not particularly sure how it works. I don't think anyone is. You just kind of keep dashing towards this corner, and then eventually things happen. Which is the best skip you can have in a game, is that keep doing it until something happens. Fortunately, we did not get amazing marathon luck like usual. There we go. So we just keep going in that gate. So this is a pretty good glitch. You're supposed to fill this with water, but if you just wiggle Yono's head in it, it goes, oh, there's water in there. And then never checks it if there's water in there anymore. It just is like, oh, it's weighed down, it's fine. Because you can't take water out of, well, you can't like get rid of all the water out of a box, so I guess there's no reason for it to ever check again, but I just have a floating box. This is a section where I could possibly die, but my health is pretty good. There is no possible way I die. I'm definitely not gonna win. Not gonna jinx it. So we're gonna put the dude in the corner and then just walk away. We're too good for grabbing the health. We don't need that. So we just press some switches, do things the intended way for a little bit, all that fun stuff. So we're gonna kind of knock that enemy into the shooty things. I don't even know what you would call them. Shooty things sounds good. Well, that'll be the name of them from now on. And we have one last gate which needs 2 keys, but that sounds like work, so we're just gonna push the skull towards the corner, and then we go through. That is Trollmoss. Alright, so this next area is called the Sunder Gardens. It's a cool area because there's a lot of different... It's similar to the other area, where it's like a hub where there's a lot of different things to do. There's a crypt area underneath that has a boss where it's like, I believe it's like a... Oh yeah, it's like a skeleton thing with hands. There's lots of really neat things to do, and that's all we're gonna do of it. That is Sunder Gardens. Yeah, if you just push a skull, skulls are pretty good. Except for the fact that they just break sometimes. And that the entire time you have to like push a skull where you can't even see where it is. So this is Acorn Woods. There's no acorns really. Like, I don't really see any acorns, so I'm a bit disappointed. I didn't even notice that before. There aren't any acorns, are there? There's peanuts, but there's not acorns. Yeah, I should talk to the dev about that. Yeah, so we're gonna throw a key in this corner, and we're gonna skip 2 worlds doing this. We're gonna skip Acorn Woods, and we're gonna skip the robot hub, which has its own little world thing going on with it. This run is in fact Snowman Pacifist, So what we're doing is that instead of melting the snowmen, we're just doing these really weird, elaborate skips. Have I done this correctly? I think so. Sure. So we're just gonna push this ice block into a random corner, and if you walk towards it, you just kind of float upwards. I don't really know why, but it works. So, I guess don't question it. This chest has a key in it, and we really want it, but we don't feel like doing work for it. So if you kind of go in this bush, you can grab it from up there. And actually, we're gonna throw the key right next to the keyhole, but not put it in. Oops. I don't think I've had that happen before, but I haven't really done in that corner, so that's okay. We'll just. Well, thank you, key, for magically floating down to me. That's alright. So we're gonna grab the key through the gate and keep going. So enemies spawn here, but if you just kind of go slightly to the left, they just don't spawn. Don't know why. It's very magical. I guess the dev rightly assumed that you would have to melt the snowman to get out, so you need the chili peppers, but nah. Nah, like I said, this is a safe place for snowmen. Yeah, it was the perfect run, and then it was not. But yeah, we didn't keep the key with us because we can just use that pot to boost it around the gate. Alright, so we're almost at the end of Woolly Mountain. I didn't even need to tell you guys this is Woolly Mountain. There's no wool in this mountain either, so again, not very good naming. But if you just do a dash across there, you can... Oh, actually made it. And we just do some fun dashing, and we're gonna be to the final world of the game. I think like the first half of this game takes like... I don't know. But the last world takes like half the time of the run. Maybe the snow is actually wool. Yeah, that seems like it would fit in the lore. I'm cool with that. Hey. Alright, so these guys don't actually die, they just kind of get knocked unconscious, which is good, because I want to use his unconscious body to stomp on it, so that I can climb up here, use the key to get onto the out-of-bounds seam, take the key with me, and go around the gate. Yay! Uh-oh, I didn't mean to do that. Or did I? So we just need to murder these guys because Yono... So, the plot is that Yono's been put in prison because he's a mass murderer. Or, not mass murderer, he's a, what's it called? Yeah, he killed lots of, no. What's the plot? He's conspiring against the government. What is the word I am looking for? It's a nice, concise word, and it is not involving murder. Let me just iterate. This lovely elephant has not killed anybody. Well, I guess snakes and robbed goblins. Yes, I often ask myself while I'm speedrunning. Mercenary? I guess revolutionary, maybe. I don't know. He's an elephant. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we did just skip the other room, but who cares? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in this corner, we're gonna do some things, and then nothing's gonna happen. And then what we're gonna do after that, that was completely the thing we were trying to do. We're actually manipulating the RNG at this point. We're editing values in the game as memory. So if we go back here, and we go in the corner, and then press some more buttons, we'll go to the end! First try, every time. Yeah, I mean, I guess we did just stomp on it. We knocked the dude unconscious and then stomped on him, but it's okay. Conscientious objector. Yeah, besides the people he's knocked unconscious and stomped on, he's very peaceful. So, we're gonna wiggle in this random corner with the key, and then just get up here. We'd skip doing all those block puzzles. There's a common theme here. If you give an elephant a key, he's gonna want to skip your video game. So if we do this correctly, we can kind of finagle his body in the right place, and yep, there we go, cool. If it doesn't work, we just use the key, but hi. Hey. The best part about this game is that instead of recording different takes of saying hey, all the heys are just tone pitched to be slightly lower or higher. Hey. Oh no, he saw me. How did he die? That was weird. He doesn't usually die. He usually just chases you around, it's really annoying. But no, he just like stubbed his toe and died. Hey, oh whoop, well his body just flew in the air. Okay, so this is a cool skip. It's called, it works 50% of the time. And then if it works, you get launched up here, and then you can just grab the key, and then just go to the door, and it saves like 30 seconds. So we have the worst skip at the run, but it's the best and worst skip. It goes first try, it's the best skip. It goes not first try, it's the worst skip. So what we're gonna do is we're going to wiggle our way up here. We're gonna do some tapping. We're gonna look at the thing. That's not gonna work. Tap, 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 tap. And then we're gonna get launched into a corner. We'll try this a couple times, and then for the sake of the marathon, we will do it the boring way if it doesn't work. But yeah, so we're getting ourselves on here. We're trying to move to a specific pixel. And then if you do, you just get launched over the gate. It's great. So we're gonna push that block into the gate. Why can we do that? I don't know. And then if you just get yourself up there, it bounces you upwards. There's kind of a lot going on, but the long and short of it is we just skipped a lot, and we went fast. This section used to be like pretty intended until like a month ago. Alright, so remember that save we made? So what if we load that save while we walk into the final boss, and then we quit out of the game and re-enter it? That'd be cool. So what happened there is that's the area you go to after you finish the final boss, but if you load it while the final boss's cutscene's starting, I think the game gets confused and thinks that the only way you start the boss cutscene and then you end up there is that you must have defeated the boss. So it spawns the NPC you have to talk to, which spawns this portal in, which lets you finish the game. So yeah, we didn't fight any of the... There's 3 bosses in this game, we don't fight any of them. Pretty good. But that's Yono and the Celestial Elephants. We're doing something fun at the end. So you're not supposed to be able to move during this, but we can. So we're just gonna, you know, just continually fall off the edge. It's pretty good. Would highly recommend it. But yeah, timing ends when this conversation stops, so I'll just say time when it does. Oh, there we go. And time. We did it, guys. We saved the world by doing nothing. Hopefully you enjoyed watching this lovely elephant adventure. The best speedrun about an elephant, I have to say, that I've ever seen, at least. So, hopefully I was probably interested. The bad thing is that you have to preload all the levels in the game, and I preloaded all of them, and then it still, all the loads are really bad anyways. 1754. Was it really? I don't think so. I think you're lying. Oh, I'm so tired. I woke up an hour ago. But thank you guys for watching. Best of luck to everyone for the rest of the marathon. I think Hot Wheels is next, which obviously I can't really compete with. So yeah, have fun with that.